Epomaker has launched the second generation of their ever popular keyboard, the TH80 Pro. It now comes with a ton of new features like QMK via firmware for customization, a colored LCD screen, and of course my favorite, a gasket-mounted PCB. All while still retaining the $100 price point of the OG TH80 Pro. I'm really excited to talk about this keyboard, but this time around, I'm gonna start off with the sound test because I have a feeling you guys are gonna love it. So just like you saw, this keyboard also talks out of the box. It's so good to see the title being retained over here, and I'm happy to say that this keyboard also provides a solid value for the amount of money that you're paying for it. The TH80 Pro version 2 is a 75% mechanical keyboard that comes with a solid build. It's completely wireless, meaning you have the support for both Bluetooth and 2.4 GHz. It can be used on both Windows and Mac, and it comes with a fully hot swappable PCB, meaning you can use any 3 or 5 pin switches per your liking. Now, while I do appreciate the fact that this keyboard now comes with a ton of new and exciting features, I don't like the fact that there are certain corners that have been cut in order to maintain that aggressive price point. So we are going to take a closer look at this keyboard and find out if this is at all a worthy upgrade over its predecessor. Now, Epomaker is known for offering bang-on value for money keyboards, and this one is no exception. It's still one of the most well-built non-metal mechanical keyboards out there that feels really nice to type on. The keyboard is built out of ABS plastic with these new curves that have been added to the frame, which I do like by the way, and not having a metal build makes the keyboard really lightweight and fairly easy to carry around as well. The TH80 Pro version 2 now comes in two colorways, and the one that I have is the all-black version with SA-like keycaps. And you also get a retro white colored version that comes with cherry-style keycaps. Now both of these are dye-sublimated ABS keycaps this time around, and not like the double shot PBTs that you used to get with the OG TH80 Pro. But with that being said, at least these SS style keycaps that you get with the all-black version of this keyboard don't feel that much behind in terms of the quality. In fact, they're fairly thick and provide a deeper sound experience during typing, as you saw earlier. Now in terms of switches, there are 5 options to select from. Linear switch options include the Epomaker Wisteria, Mulan, and the Flamingos. Then you have the Epomaker Bajiriga Tactiles, and finally you have the Epomaker Sea Salt switches if what you're looking for is a keyboard that makes absolutely no sound. So my keyboard came with Epomaker's Mulan switches, and just like all their other in-house options, these are also built really well and are factory lubed. The switches also come with palm stems similar to those of Epomaker Wisteria, and they're also quite thocky in terms of the sound. Next, let's talk about that screen, and I must admit that I kind of have mixed feelings about this one right here. I do like the fact that this screen gives a good indication of important aspects like battery status and which mode I'm currently using, but I really miss using that awesome metal volume knob that was found on the OG TH80 Pro. So which one would you guys rather have? The metal volume knob or the screen? Let me know in the comments down below. Alright, so taking apart the keyboard is exactly similar to the previous version where you need to undo the clips at the bottom of the frame. It's a very tedious and time-consuming process using a pry tool, as you can see right here, and I would have rather preferred using a traditional screw-based mounting system. So this keyboard comes with foam sandwich style gaskets which do help in creating that flex while typing and also aids in better acoustics. The OG TH80 Pro had absolutely no flex and was rather rigid in terms of the design, so I definitely say this is a step up, and there's also an ample amount of foam between all the layers like the polycarbonate plate, the PCB and the case, and that helps a lot with the acoustics by damping any kind of reverberations. Now something I didn't quite understand here is why the battery has been downsized to a 3000 mAh cell from the 4000 that you used to get with the OG TH80 Pro. Keep in mind that you now have a screen to power along with the rest of the keyboard. So it's quite obvious that you'll be getting a slight less battery backup with the version 2. Epomaker doesn't mention any exact figures on the website, but I'm gonna say it's around 4 to 5 days of use with the RGB set to the minimum brightness. Speaking about the stabilizers, these are plate mounted stabs that you get with this keyboard, which is totally fine at this price point. They are factory lubed as well and also quite well tuned. They do have a very slight wobble, but that's definitely not a deal breaker. Also, something else that I noticed here is that the PCB does support for screw-in stabilizers. So you're pretty much covered in that aspect should you decide to get them in the future. So the TH80 Pro V2 is definitely a great keyboard under $100. It's not perfect, no keyboard is actually, but it definitely maintains that great balance of features and price just like its predecessor. It's one of the best sounding keyboards that you can find at this price point that requires absolutely no modding at all, and the addition of QMK VI along with the juicy gasket mounted PCB makes it a worthy upgrade. Alright, so that is pretty much it for this video, and I really hope you guys got some value out of it. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more such videos like this, and I'll see you guys in my next one.